revolve around science.
The Science of Society with Elder Darryl Waistline Mitchell.
Now that we have that signpost, man, we can talk about elections and the political breakup of the U.S. system. What that means is the breakup of the old South formula. See, Du Bois, he said that the South controls the country and Wall Street controls the South. And he was straight, but he was talking about the political South. And this is why, like, in Georgia, they passed these new series of voting rights suppression laws. See, it's all related, man. Because it's all about the defeat, man, of these fascists, man. And he's a fascist governor, you know. And he needs it. And Stacey Abrams, she get what? Last week she got the NAACP award. They created a new award of political activism. It's excitement, right? They created a new award. It's called political activism, right? And Stacey Abrams was the first to get it. And from now on, it'll be called the Stacey Abrams Award. Because she led, man, the defeat of the reactionaries in Georgia, man. And we got a new first black senator, man, of this century, man, coming out of Georgia, man.
But then now we turn around and we're dealing with the voter suppression issue down there in Georgia.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Because they terrorists, man. See, this is a terroristic dictatorship, man. Like,
so is each step actually progress or a win, or
absolutely, without question, man? But it's easier for me to see that because I'm looking at it over a longer period of time, man. And maybe my point of view is just slow. I don't know, but you know, it's just excitement in the air because things are changing around us in a way where we can talk about how and what direction we want to rebuild a new society. I'm telling you, man, like one of the first things a new government has to do is shut down 500 military bases immediately, as fast as possible. Because see, if you shut down 5 of them a week, it'll still take you a couple of years just to, you see what I'm saying? You know, and like 500 military bases need to be shut down, man. And we put together these new programs of rebuilding the life of America, man. We want new safe schools and stuff, man. We want this foolishness, man, that allow every knucklehead to have a gun, man, and a beef. See, everybody, we need counselors everywhere, man. We need to spend that money that's sitting around doing nothing. See, that's how you, and the money that's sitting around doing nothing, that's called a social power. See, it's a social power. And if we need to use money to keep it happening, but what I see it moving to is using cards, debit cards. And you get you a debit card, man. And your stuff comes from your debit card. You know, that's the kind of society we need to move to.
Now, is this money on the debit card funds allotted to citizens from the state?
It don't matter. It should be regulated federally. But see, where the money comes from is between the individual who get the money and how he paid back his joy of being able to get everything, because his individual labor is so productive nowadays that whatever he do in life is going to reproduce all that tenfold. I'm saying, like, we approaching it the wrong way. See, the right way to approach it is that the food, the housing, and shelter don't have nothing to do with how you live out your life and reproduce. Because you're going to get a job somewhere, doing something. The problem is that the system is set up where you can't have no productive job. So people are sitting around doing nothing. Yet the money is sitting around doing nothing. See, that's why. So we're thinking about money, not just where you walk somewhere and get sheets of paper but where you use a card and you automatically get a chance to do something every day. We fighting to be able to do something every day, man, besides sitting around doing nothing, man, and being shut out of life because the system don't know how to utilize our labor, man, and energy, and we can recreate. We got enough energy, we're going to recreate the world. That's called revolutionary communism, man. That's called like the communal way, the right way, the sharing way. Everybody know you're supposed to share. Everybody know that.
Yeah, I was just telling the brother that for some reason, people tend not to accept this as an alternative, like it's utopian or something when you say to do things collectively or even just to share. I was talking with someone about building homes in Africa and providing like a underground railroad to some degree where you have a team of people in Africa, let's say 5 or 6 families, get together and build a house for 2 other families. So now you got 7. And then that family built 3 more houses, and now you got 10. And man, they just couldn't accept it as a logical thing to do unless, everyone was paying for it.
Yeah, see, because we've been corrupted, man. It's called corruption. We've been corrupted, man, with the prejudices of this old, man, bourgeois ruling class and stuff, man. It was a new form. It was a new social power, man, that was based on possessing symbols of wealth. Gold. Whoever had the most gold held the social power because with that gold came an obligation, man. And you could command labor, human energy, man, in return for something, man, that gold would give you. And as it got passed along, it created a social power. I'm just trying to describe how we can, like, literally look at stuff different, man, so we'll know what kind of legislation to put into place and stuff, man. Like, see, sharing is next to, like, all kinds of holiness, mysticisms, feel good, right? Like Dr. Feel Good, because Aretha Franklin been in the news lately, right? With that her series that come out right on Hulu, Genius, Aretha in Detroit, and that whole history, man. Like, how do we feel good about ourselves? How do we recreate a new society? How do we think about things from the point of view of sharing? It's always on the agenda. That's always, man. We just been corrupted, man, thinking that dumb shit.